1212, love you, Divine Tarot, and you.
And so should Biden. Okay?
Next, sir, we have an executive order for your attention. We've taken action against a number of law firms that have participated either in the weaponization of government, the weaponization of the legal system for political ends, or have otherwise engaged in illegal or inappropriate activities. The law firm of Jenner and Block is one of these law firms. This is a law firm that, as you know, employed Andrew Weissman after he came off of the Mueller investigation. It's a law firm that's engaged in invidious racially and sexually discriminatory practices. It's also a law firm that has participated in the weaponization of the legal system against American principles and values. And we believe that the measures in this executive order will help correct that.
And Andrew Weissman is the main culprit?
He's certainly...
With respect to this firm?
He is one of a number of reasons that we believe this executive order is warranted.
He's a bad guy. Okay.
Next, sir, we have an executive order for your attention relating actually to government payments. Historically, checks issued by the Treasury are, I believe, 14 times more likely to become the subject of fraud than electronic transfer payments. This is an executive order that's going to push the Treasury Department to modernize its payment system to ensure that where possible they're using electronic methods of payment as opposed to paper checks in order to reduce waste, fraud, and abuse in the government, which is obviously an endeavor that we've been pursuing in numerous aspects of government under your leadership.
It's basically modernization of equipment and methods, and it's something that really I think he's going to be a great Secretary of the Treasury, wanted, Scott, and so we're doing this, and we have other modernization programs going on. We could let somebody else, whoever's next, whoever that may be, do it, but it's something that should have been done 25, 30 years ago. Okay.
Along similar lines, sir, this is an executive order. We're calling it Protecting America's Bank Account. The basic idea here is that instead of having lots of different departments and agencies and offices issuing payment, often without justification, often without any provided rationale, we're going to be centraling payment processes where possible in the Department of the Treasury and ensuring that measures are taken in Treasury against waste, fraud, and abuse to ensure that money that's leaving the public treasury is as protected as it possibly can be.
All right, good. Many of these things should have taken place decades ago or longer.
Lastly, sir, we have an executive order for your attention on the very important subject of election integrity. We believe that this executive order is the farthest reaching executive action taken in the history of the Republic to secure our elections. Among numerous other aspects of this executive order, this is going to cut down on illegal immigrants on the voter rolls, ensure that the Department of Homeland Security and the data that they have available is being fully weaponized to ensure that illegal immigrants aren't voting. This will include a citizenship question on the federal voting form for the first time. This executive order instructs the EAC to cut federal funding to states that don't take reasonable steps to secure their election. This calls on the Department of Justice to vigorously prosecute election crimes, particularly in states that we don't believe are in compliance with federal law around election integrity. I could go on and on for a while, sir, but compliance with National Election Day rules, cracking down and investigating and prosecuting foreign interference in our elections, revoking President Biden's Executive Order 14019, which essentially weaponized government to corrupt and pollute our election process. There's a lot in here, but we believe that these are very important steps that we need to be taking as an administration at your direction to ensure that our elections are as secure as they possibly can be.
Okay, you all understand that? Yes. Election fraud, you've heard the term. Will end it, hopefully. At least this will go a long way toward ending it. There are other steps that we will be taking in the coming weeks. And we think we'll be able to end up getting fair elections. Perhaps some people think I shouldn't be complaining because we won in a landslide, but we got to straighten out our election. This country is so sick because of the election, the fake elections and the bad elections, and we're going to straighten it out one way or the other. And it's an honor to sign this one. To sign all of them, but to sign this one is a great honor. Thank you very much.
Sorry, sir.
So we're going to go around the room a little bit quickly, and we're going to introduce these very outstanding people. They've had
What up, all of my divine loves and my divine lovettes? I love you guys from the door to the floor. Need I ever say more? You guys come on in. This is your home. Refreshments on the left, coffee on the right, water fountains and restrooms in the back. Lift your feet up, relax, because we're going to lay back. This is a very severe download that came to me. And those of you who know the download process, you kind of wait for more to come. So I kind of waited today to bring this out to you guys. You guys, it was kind of interestingly mind-blowing, because we all are saying the same thing. Like, why are people reacting so angry? Why are they doing certain things? Why are they burning up cars? Why are they taking violent acts? Why are these things happening? It finally came out in a download, and the download was weird because I had to do further research, and then it showed me that this was all like a pre-planned situation for Earth, right? What happened was, you guys know we have everything on this Earth, different visitations. There's so much that we had to really, the Council of 9 had to make sure that everything was fine. And then it broke down to the Council of 4, so that should, 5, and that should tell you even more. But the bottom line is, the Council of 5, they actually govern Earth, okay? They try to make sure that there is not as much visitations as, because people get like nutty professors. Even other entities can come here and be like, oh, I like this place, let me take over. You know what I mean? So everybody kind of get, all these entities get different ideas, different epiphanies, and so forth like that. So what the council would do is try to make sure that the visitations, are not overwhelmingly so. Because at one point it was ridiculous. Now, and having that said, you guys, I just want to get to the exact nature, because this is like profound. A lot of you guys need to know that this whole stunt with these quote-unquote illegal immigrants coming from different places, X, Y, and Z, this was all supposed to be like This was all supposed to run smoothly like a symphony. Okay, it was all pre-planned. It was supposed to be a big deal. And then it was supposed to help the others campaign, like the Democrats campaigns or whatever like that. But anyway, they notified me of something. This particular alien race that's using these different entities to be aggressive, they have been planning this for a while. That's why, if you notice, a lot of us have been saying so much to everyone on this earth, like a lot of, it reminds you of that, I don't know what cartoon that is, but it has different, you're conscious. It has different, like the godmother, it was something like the godfather and the godmother on the shoulders. That's what this whole experience was supposed to be about. You guys getting the information, you guys knowing exactly what not to do, right? Nevertheless, they came through. So it's a point in principle where you guys were supposed to choose the latter, the higher version, okay? You guys were supposed to choose, if not the right thing, however, the next right thing. Because what they showed me was miraculous. This was all planned. It was planned for people to be single right now in this time, and people really thinking they chose it for themselves. They did not. This was all planned to come into a place where there's no love, there's no honor, there's no respect, there's no really happy marriages, there's deceit, there's violence, there's greed, there's turmoil, there's despair, all of this stuff. And it was supposed to be like planned to keep you guys in this karmic loop. It's like a karmic cycle loop that you guys were supposed to loop-de-loop, loop-de-loop, loop-de-loop until they decide to come in and change it. Well, because you guys actually woke up to realize the others, like the Republicans, they came in and broke the mold where no one knew that it would be that others would wake up and be this bold, right? So because it didn't go in their favor, that's where the aggression is coming from. And I'm talking about, it's an alien race called Adromedans, okay? They really been wanting to take over anyway, but they try to have you guys in this karmic loop. They organized this like look, it was like a symphony with them people coming over the walls. It was like a symphony. Da, 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 da. It was like they were sitting up there controlling their bodies. People didn't want to be losing their life, getting sex trafficked. They were controlled by something. But the bottom line is this. At this point, I gotta, let you guys know. So I'm trying to let you guys know that this was all planned. That's why it was important for you guys to choose. If you couldn't choose the right thing, to choose the next right thing, because, you guys were in that war, that spiritual war that we talk about. And so what they did was they picked on, instead of you guys, they picked on a little brother or sister. So it reminds you of somebody picking on your kids or somebody that don't know. So the other countries not knowing, they were easier to manipulate and get them bodies going, this, that, and the way. Now, those who know that they know, they're going to question everything. Like, what I'm going to do over there? What, da, 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 da. And you can't get you guys to move like they move. So what they did was they picked on the little sister and brother type of countries and stuff like that, and things of that nature, and started that movement. But the bottom line, it was supposed to be all planned to keep you guys in up. Let me, because they showed me too. It was addictions in there. So addictions were planned. It was planned. All of this was planned. It's not a mistake that people out there smoking graveyard, I don't know, bones. It's not by circumstance, accident. It's not by circumstance, accident, coincidence. This was all planned, and it was so funny because you guys woke up and interrupted their plan. That's why they're so angry, and it's like a group of Adromedans. I can't make this up. There's a group of Adromedans that are pissed off because they want everything. They want everything on Earth. Earth is really looking good for some reason, to other entities. But the Adromedans wanted to take over, and they came in the form of, I'm just telling you guys what I'm saying, and they're actually using that type of party side or what have you to keep the karmic loop going. Because there's, like I said again, it was just like, because see, you can move them by emotions. You see how they fight at a drop of a hat because they don't know the next level of that. You know what I'm saying? Because only thing they know is like go toe to toe. You see? So they were easy to manipulate as so. They know what they're doing. As a group, it's a heavy alien race, and they call it Adromedans. And this was their plan. But you guys interrupted their plan when you woke up and you really voted different. You guys voted different. You actually, that thing woke up. They said a lot of God's gonna wake up. I told y'all a lot of things have happened, of course. But this is a beautiful moment in time. So, those who didn't know, that's what this anger is about. That's why you see the rage, the fires, the this, the that, and the third. It's not who you think it is. It's something else, okay? And it's called the Adromedans type of energy because they actually wanted to take over. But you guys woke up just in time. Great job. I can't make it up. So, anywho, that was this message. And it's only for the spiritually mature ear. He who has an ear can hear, because we are definitely not alone. Believe that. One. This is where we must part ways. If life lasts and death pass, you will see or hear me again. Until then, I love you guys. Keep doing what you do. Keep showing up like you do. All right? Because this work is just right for you. One. That is the download. The alien race called the Adromedans would like to remove all the ETs from Earth. And this was all a plan. This was all planned. But you guys were able to wake up and stop the plan. Great job. I don't know, you guys. That's the download I received. Sometimes I can barely breathe. But anywho, you see what I see? I see them. I see drones in there. And one more thing I couldn't put was meds. I see meds, like medicines. Yeah. And then I saw something else. Yeah, so you guys, this was, I guess these two was what they wanted me to point out. And that's that. But I saw also meds, MED. You see the MED right before you? Yeah. Yep. Yeah, I know you guys saw it, so I'm just going to go ahead and say it. You see Omen? You see Omen here? Okay. Omen. Omen, you got Med, you got Omen, you got anywho. Just wanted to let you guys know this message, this download right now. It's 1:33, and that's something. Okay, you guys, that's what I want you to see, and it's up to you, you know. But this is downloading message that I have to give out because it's my only real job here on earth. No, I can't say that because we had so many. Just know your worth, you guys. Know your worth. But I'm so proud of you guys for waking up early and realizing, you know, your worth. Crazy. I'm not going to say that the word demons are in here at all. And we're going to leave that alone.